Hey y'all, I'm back. Listen, I'm back to talk more about Real Housewives of Atlanta because you know the episode came on last night. Now, did I watch it? No, I didn't. But we're going to still get into these clips like we always do. All right? Now, if you're new to the channel, then hey, bitch, because we got some things we're going to talk about. Make sure you guys are liking up the video, you're commenting, you're also subscribing. Y'all already know how I do. Right after the episode, I get into a few clips first. My review will come later. Gotta get to Patreon first, okay, before the review. So there's that. Now, in addition to us getting into these clips, we're also going to be talking about this conversation that is happening about Miss Angela being first chair at the reunion. We're going to tap into that just for a little bit as well. But first things first, I want to go ahead and I want to get these clips up and let us just see exactly what took place, all right? Okay.
So I blew my own dinner up, okay? And then I went to my room. And I talked to my second Lauren, which is Cynthia. She convinced me to go put on my bikini, and some kind of way I ended up in the pool having fun. And I forgot that Angela's room, I gave her the room closest to the pool. Okay. So then I start mimicking the way Netta said Charles, like, Charles, I'm not talking about Charles. So this heifer comes downstairs. She heard you? Boom, 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 boom. She kept going on about her husband, that I said, well, you know, I'll do something to your husband. Something. I don't remember saying that. She was like, who called me Big Bird? Who called her Big Bird? That is god-awful. Apparently I said some stuff or whatever. I don't remember. I'm telling you right now, I did not call her Big Bird. Who's Big Bird? They call her Big Bird. Oh, you call her? Okay. I got her Big Bird. Let me have a moment. When do I get to be petty? Let me have a petty moment. This woman has been setting my birthday off since she's been here. I mean, my God. I give you a year and a half after your divorce, so... Again, we're within the year and a half right now. So, you know. So I blew my own dinner up. Okay.
Okay. My thoughts on this already, just this particular scene here. I will get more details, but one, I feel like Porsha's not telling the full story, and I do find it to be very ironic that you would sit up here and actually not recall some things that you said. That's interesting. It seems like you're putting more focus on the Big Bird comment than what it is that you said that you'll do to her husband or whatever. Like, I don't even remember that. And then you're talking about people that know you. Okay, that's why Lauren, your sister, laughed so hard because she already knew that you said it. Okay, because they know you. They know your stilo. They know how you get down. They know it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember saying that, you know? Who called her Big Bird? Anywho, that's not even the focal point. Big Bird, who cares? I feel like y'all about close in height and probably got close in shoe size as well. So if it's one Big Bird, it must be two. But aside from that, girl, you know what you said about that lady husband. You can recall some stuff. Okay, you can recall her coming down them stairs, huh? Did you recall how quick you went back up the stairs? That's funny. But you can recall how she came down the stairs, but you can't recall what you said there. It's crazy. Of course, stop playing with these people. But anywho, there's that. All right. So Portia's over there talking to her mom and sister, recalling the events from her birthday trip. Okay. Let's hop into something else because I guess Miss Cynthia may have had like a Bailey cue of some fashion. And I want us to see what may have, went down there. Let me listen to this. I
haven't seen you since Nashville.
I'm in need of a good vibe.
You receive what you give.
Let's talk about it.
What's happening?
Brit, are you okay, baby? Every time, it's really difficult because every time Brit says something, it's funny because it's like you can't help but remind her of how we got here with your situation. Okay, every time she says something, I'm constantly revisiting. So I haven't moved on quite yet, I guess. You know what I'm saying? As much as I've wanted her to move on, I guess I haven't. Okay, because every time she says something, I'm like, ma'am, you're quick to tell people to read the room and you don't even read the situation. You are what you speak about, and that is terrible.
How are you feeling? I haven't seen you since Nashville.
I'm in need of a good vibe.
You receive what you give.
Let's talk about it.
What's happening? I think the prophet might have been spot on a little bit. What do you think?
About what?
This woman said, you receive what you give. Whew. And when the ladies do that to you, then you over there getting emotional and crying and whining. Child. Okay.
Did you have something you want to tell me? Because the energy.
Was the prophet spot on for everybody?
It was
you not read the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Brit, calm down. That big ass mouth, I should be able to read the words. Yeah.
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often.
Ooh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it.
I don't have to.
You got mouths on your mouth.
I got mouths on the mouth. Baby, the way they zoomed in on Shamia in this face, the way they have zoomed in on Shamia in this face, like in a daze, bitch, I'm about to hit the floor. Okay, I'm about to hit the floor. Oh wow, and this is what's also funny, the fact that come on, Angel. This is what we like, okay? It ain't always got to be fight with your words. And this is how you be slick with it, okay? What's comical is how Angela is still kind of seated very poisely, in my opinion, as she's reading the Brit. As she's reading the out of Brit, and Brit can't take it so much so that Brit got to stand up. And it's very interesting because it just reminds me back of earlier in the season, okay? Just a few weeks back, what you did. Right? When you can't take it, you go that far with it. Okay? That's okay, girl. You gonna watch yourself.
I'm married. Brit, you're a whore.
Ooh, girl with the legs crossed, hands still on the baby. That's crazy. Brit, you're a whore. Oh, girl, Shamia, please look at Shamia's face. I have to. Please, just get. This is too funny to me. Shamia's like, okay. Ooh, too funny. All right, y'all. Let's keep going.
Brit, you're a whore.
First of all, Cynthia, you thought I wasn't on clock the fact that you had to pull and hold this woman back. You were pulling on Brit's arm for her to sit down, and the only reason you would do that is if you're in fear of what she may do to someone else. And that's just real interesting that you even had this moment and then you continue to go on interviews and try to downplay what she did. And I'm not saying condone what what Kenya did as her friend. I agree. I didn't agree with what Kenya did either. So I didn't think Cynthia was wrong with some of the things that she said. It was more so my issue with her was her trying to play it up as though, oh, what Brit did was a mistake. Oh, she did it. But how would you know if you weren't there? And that's why I said what I said on last week when she was like, oh, don't tell me until one of y'all got y'all face plastered on something and y'all was over there sucking or whatever the case is, then y'all could tell me how a person should walk into a room, whatever. You weren't even there. It's the automatic defense. And you don't even much know this lady for real. You wasn't even there. Okay. But you were there for the Kenya situation. So therefore, I agree with how you felt because you were there to see it and to experience it. But the other shit you weren't on more than one occasion. So I don't know what it is. I don't know how she has gooped you or what it is that got you so crazy about her or something. I don't know. But Porsha likes her and she ain't even doing as much as you. But anywho, but you think that we didn't catch that you was over there trying to hold her back.
Maybe you should be a whore in the bedroom. So you can.
And now you're standing up because you're trying to control to make sure that neither one of these ladies do anything. But the person you need to get is Brit because Angela is sitting. Do you hear what I say? Miss Oakley is sitting because she don't want to have to oak this out of Miss Brit. Understand, okay? Miss Oak is sitting.
Keep your man.
I can't be in over there because I got to protect my peace. The ancestors are in their graves just
You might need to revisit your marriage.
Your husband hasn't even acknowledged you've been married to you for the last 2
Baby,
years.
let the world know.
The world know about that baby. The world know about that baby, though.
And then here go Kelly looking and sounding about as dumb as Shamia be. Does the world know about that baby though? Now listen, I want to know about it. No, we don't. We don't know nothing about it. But I would like to know the true details surrounding that situation. Yes, I would, But when Brit tells Angela, like your husband acts like what he doesn't know you or whatever, doesn't want to be with you, whatever, on the camera, it's like, Brit, your husband isn't too different. In all honesty, okay? I feel like, honestly, Charles may have more of an opinion. He may say more than what your husband actually says. But I mean, I feel like it's not too far off. I really think that honestly, it'd be two guys that really don't want to be on TV for real, right? But I feel like the more we listen to your husband talk, people might feel like he a op to you or something, you know. But anywho, Miss Brit was definitely trying. Now I'm gonna give her a little something for effort. Okay, she tried to go up against Miss Angela, but Angela was over there wagging and tagging and sitting as she was doing it. Ooh, honey.
Who is the baby? You better come with receipts.
If someone said that my husband had a side baby, it would hurt my feelings, but ultimately I would probably be like, we've been trying to get a baby forever. Can we get the baby?
Wait. Oh my God.
Shamia, what, baby? If someone said my husband had a side baby, it would hurt my feelings. But we've been trying to get a baby forever, so can we get the baby? Basically, Shamia said she ain't leaving her, period. Okay? And I'm not asking you to. But I don't like how you phrased it or how you said that, because it sounds like, damn, you wouldn't be surprised? Because he just doesn't give you that type of energy, that vibe. My husband doesn't do anything to make me question things like that. Like, I don't know, but it sounds like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's just how they be out here, you know? Maybe she wouldn't be surprised. Because, I mean, her response was, it would hurt her feelings. But you wouldn't be shocked. But she said her feelings will be hurt, but she ain't going nowhere. So there's that. Okay. She gonna snatch that baby up here, raise it up as they own, honey.
Oh, my goodness. Where the did you get that cowbell from? Are you okay, Angela?
I'm good.
Okay, just making sure.
She's good. How are you feeling? I haven't seen you since now.
Ain't that something now? That was an interesting scene. I'm looking forward to getting into this with the patrons for sure.
So initially, when I invited Drew, I felt like you understood my intention. As the night progressed,
so this is Angela having a conversation with Porsha.
I just felt attacked.
My POV was she wasn't invited. For whatever reason, you blew past it. Now it's like not about Drew anymore. You know, we told
Right,
her.
but what happened at 3 o'clock in the morning? Was that then about me?
What you walked up on was a complete after party. So somebody brought up something, and I was like, yeah, what's with Angela? Why does she always bring up her husband to me?
But you were the person who said you her house.
Girl, no.
Blame it on alcohol. That's what you said, and that's what I heard.
No, I'm not that
Because why
person.
would I want to hear behind my back?
That woman said, I'm not that person, but she telling you what she heard, and old girl Kelly came back and confirmed it. Child.
Girl, it wasn't behind your back. Your ass supposed to have been asleep.
It was a stupid comment. I shouldn't have made it. Or maybe I should have. I was kicking with my friends. I definitely didn't know that Dumbo was up there with her big old ears listening to everything. But since she was, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate for me to be having that much fun with my friends, Angela.
I'm working on Porsha. And
It was inappropriate for me to be having that much fun with my friends. Honey, that is funny.
well, right.
Good. How's that going?
Well, I don't know. So let me check in, and then you and Angela can speak.
Let's do it.
So, ladies, did we feel like we can, maybe just start off on a clean slate?
She didn't apologize to me.
No, you said something about the husband now.
And she said something about mine. Oh, my God. Okay.
If I offended
Okay,
you
so-
about your husband, I apologize.
Okay,
I
there
can
you
say
go.
that.
Okay, now, Porsha, you go ahead on.
Ditto. If I offended you about your husband, that was not my intention. And I would like to move forward.
Come on, Jesus.
Bitch, do y'all see how Porsha slid out of that apology and just said those were not my intentions? Ditto. And Angela, this is why I feel like on this show, I won't be apologizing. I understand that the whole concept is, conflict and resolution, but resolution don't have to come with no fucking apology. It can come with just what Porsha said. Okay? Those were not my intentions, and let's move forward. Okay? Because if you thought I would have apologized to that, I would not have. What's done is done. Let's keep wishing.
No, it's so cute out here.
Man, that face
Super
hard.
cute out here. Can I get a hug? Can I get okay, watch out for the shells, child. Yes!
So initially,
Child, that's all I'm gonna give y'all now, honey. I'm gonna have to get into this review, and we're gonna have to discuss it at a later time. But before we go, all right, it seemed like it was a pretty good episode, though, just from the clips that I pulled. Porsha over there talking to her sister and them. not relaying the events accurately in my personal, because you do remember what it is that you said about that lady husband. Brit, Angela, I like the back and forth. Angela definitely won that round in my personal. Brit tried to keep up. I'm gonna give her that. Now, Brit did try to keep up with Angela, but it just was not working. Brit could not wait to expose the baby situation. And here go Kelly. Yeah, what about that baby? It's like, Kelly, baby, you finna look so stupid in a few weeks, and we still likes you, okay? But you're about to look a little stupid when you ain't even cool with this lady no more. All right. But anywho, and this sit down with Porsha and Angela. Okay, so I feel like, just from those clips, we probably got like a pretty good episode. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Now, there's been conversation about Angela being first chair for the upcoming reunion. And I did collect a few tweets, not a lot. I think it could have just been 2 tweets. And I just want us to tap into those really quickly, okay? So someone says, Angela, I'm sure, better be first chair the way she carrying this season. Bravo and Andy better not try and get cute. Okay? Don't even try it. Someone else says, be clear. Okay, Angela is thriving as a newbie, but this episode just showed even more that she's on a level that the other ladies aren't. Okay, and not even OG Porsha. The way she held her own tonight and faced everything head on, Angela first chair, give it to her. Period. All right. So that is what some of the fans are saying. And you know what? I will say that in my personal opinion, so far as the show is going, I think Angela would be, I would think she would be deserving of first chair. She's had her different conflict, she had a conflict with Porsha, who's supposed to be that girl of the show. Her conflict with Brit. She's got the situation with the husband. We're still trying to figure out about the child. I kind of want her to go back and revisit this situation with the family. Okay, what's up with the family? What's up with the daughter, the mom, the sister, and stuff, right? However, although I could see her sitting there, I do not see her getting it. In all honesty, I just don't. I think that first chairs, in my personal opinion, will be going to Shamia, and it will also be going to Porsha. Shamia is a person that they have asked multiple times, to be on the show, but they've also asked Angela Oakley as well to be a part of the show for a long time, from my understanding. However, I do feel like Shamia, with everything she does have going on and embodying, what we expect a housewife to be and having the riches and everything, period. I think because of that alone, Shamia will be getting first chair, period. We have yet to see the conflicts, the bumping heads of her and Porsha, and hopefully we will see that. And closing out the show or the season on that note, where these two ladies are not friends, and we're seeing that Shamia has been a longtime friend of the show, and we've always known her through Porsha, and to know that the season is about to end with them not being as close as they were, I do believe that those two ladies will be sitting first chair next to Andy. I do expect Porsha to sit first chair only because she is a veteran at this time. I that's the reason why. Now maybe next season they may sit Porsha second. But I mean, look at Gizelle over on Potomac. I mean, she finally sat second chair. What was it? Last season, I think. Yeah, I think that was the season that was Candiace on that. Yeah, I think Candiace was on that season as well. I can't remember who sat first. Was it Mia and then Candiace? And then it was Karen and then Gizelle, then Robyn. I can't remember. Or maybe it was Karen across. But somebody sat before Gizelle ended up getting second chair, last season. So not this past season, but the season before last. So yeah, IDK. I mean, for them to bring Porsha back and everything, and then I know there's been conversation about, when they do the whole group pick and who's in the center, because at one point it was split between she and Shamia, and then now it looks like Porsha may be in the center. I think they're just gonna give it to Porsha. I mean, to me, I understand that people feel like Porsha's not giving anything. It's giving friend of the show. She ain't got a lot going on, but because she is the most familiar housewife of the show, and she is the veteran, And Miss Cynthia is truly the friend of the show. That is why I see Porsha getting first chair. And make no mistakes about it, she is a fave of Bravo's, just like Gizelle is, and they're gonna give her that chair. Okay, now she might not get it the following season, but she definitely gonna get it this season. Now, do I see Angela sitting next to Shamia? Yes, I do. Unless things change, I can see it being Shamia, then Angela, Porsha, and then Phaedra, to be honest, because they're putting so much stake in Phaedra to the point where they decided to make her like a full-time housewife, and she only gonna be there for like 2 weeks, if that. Right? So Phaedra may come and sit right next to Porsha. Then after that, it might be Brit that's gonna be next to Phaedra. And then who would be next to Angela? Maybe Kelly or Drew. I would think probably Kelly or Drew. And then who else do we have on the cast? Is that everybody? We got Porsha, Shamia, Angela, Kelly, Bristol, Cynthia, and Phaedra, right? I think is that the 7 ladies. So I feel like, yeah, Cynthia's gonna come in and sit on the end, and Drew may sit on the other end or something like that. So it's gonna be between Drew and Kelly. So we shall see. We shall see. Y'all let me know what y'all can see, okay? On the right side and the left side of Andy, who you think gonna be first chair? I'm putting my stake in for it to be Shamia and Porsha. That's what I think. If it is Angela and Porsha, I would not be mad at that, because Angela is definitely giving us a good season, her first season. But yeah. I think those are the first 4, I would say. The first 4, I would say, yeah, Porsha, Shamia, and then you have Phaedra next to Porsha, and then you got Angela next to Shamia for sure. So y'all let me know your thoughts about all of that down below in the comment section. That's all that I got for you guys at this particular time. I am Jami, that's me. Make sure you guys are liking up the video, supporting the channel by subscribing, sharing the video. You can catch me over on social media at Jami, that's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Yeah, tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I could face the rim.